Good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you're watching from. I'm on a cruise and today we're just gonna probably go to the beach and swim, and so I thought I would just get ready, do a quick little chat with you all, and pretty much just show you as if like we were doing a video phone call with each other. I'm gonna get ready while we're chatting and I'm gonna show you my really obnoxious sunscreen routine because my melasma has really gotten dark. I think because I don't get periods anymore, but I think because this would have been like around that time. So I always notice when my melasma gets darker or if my acne starts peeking out. I'm not gonna do anything too special other than as far as like makeup, but I'm going to wear loads of sunscreen and I'm gonna protect my hair. So I've already had my coffee and then I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm too lazy to go down there. My husband went down, but I made my electrolytes and I used the grape flavor of the Ultima. No sugar in these, so I really like this. And when you're eating the way I'm eating, you pee out your sodium really quickly. So I try to replenish it, usually just by, you've seen me put salt in my coffee, water, everything, but today I felt like I needed some electrolytes. And I brought my NutriBullet blender, and last night at like 7 o'clock I went downstairs and put ice in it, and then it's now 8:30 in the morning. The ice was still completely frozen. I love I love this thing. Like, forget the Stanley, because this is a built-in blender, a powerful blender, and like a Stanley all in one. So I blended it so it's kind of like crushed ice, like a snow cone, an electrolyte snow cone. All right, so since I'm probably gonna swim or get my hair wet, I'm just going to wet my hair. It definitely needs washed, but I thought, well, why wash it if I'm gonna go swimming today? And I'm going to protect at least the ends of my hair, and I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, and then I just brought this little packet of this Kerastase. This is actually a really nice deep conditioner, but honestly, I love my Dove and Pantene deep conditioners just as well. But when I travel, I like to bring just these little packets and use these up. And normally, like at home, I would like use a spray bottle of water, but I didn't bring any of that. So I just put a little bit of water on the ends, and then I will put this on. I'll put a little oil in with it too. Oh, this smells so good. This is my favorite scent of the Kerastase, but Kerastase is just so expensive. I only buy it when it's on sale. But I don't really swim and put my whole head underwater, because I actually have balayage highlights. They're almost grown out, but there's still some there, and I just don't really like to get the water, too much water on my hair. And of course I don't like to take my hat off, so I'll wear like my big sun hat and I'll keep my head above water usually if it's super sunny, and I won't go under the water. But I do love going under the water. Just when you've dealt with melasma like I have for all these years, you do whatever you have to do to protect it. I'll end up just wrapping my hair in like a low bun, but I'm just going to pull it on the top of my head for now so I can at least do my skincare. All right, for my morning skincare, very simple, the same routine I do pretty much all the time. My Avent Extremely Gentle Cleanser. Then I'm gonna put about 6 drops of my favorite from Medigate. This is their Oxy-R Peptide Serum, a super highly potent oxyresveratrol, which is great if you have hyperpigmentation and dark spots. Now, don't think that you can just use this by itself, not use sunscreen, not use anything else, and then miraculously your melasma will disappear. This is just kind of like one step in the melasma journey, but it's a great step that I love, and it layers very, very well with my all-time favorite vitamin C from the same brand, Medigate. This is the Super C Ferulic, not their C Tetralux. I actually don't like that one, but this one is fabulous, especially for dark spots. This one to me is pretty much right now for the past 2 years my all-time favorite vitamin C serum. Oh, that's way too much of my cleanser. This is just like a lotion, super gentle. It's great if you have dry skin or if you have super sensitive skin. It's my favorite morning cleanser. And if you're lazy or in a hurry, if you don't rinse it all off, it's no big deal because it's just basically like a lotion. Actually, I think they say it's like a no rinse formula. I do rinse it off, or I gently wipe it off with a warm, clean washcloth, but it just feels really nice. It really just feels like you're rubbing a gentle lotion on your face. And a lot of times I will do this and then I'll just kind of take the time to do like a little mini lymphatic drainage type massage. I always start right here. This is where the largest lymph nodes are to help with the draining. And then of course I work my way down and up, and I do all of this, and I'll do it just for like 5 minutes. So let me just finish this, rinse this off, and I will do my next step. So some people were asking about cruising. We're just on a little 8-day cruise. This is really concentrated, so I only like to do like 2 little drops on each side, and I don't touch the dropper on my face. And I do like 1 little drop here. Same thing, I do just about 6 teeny little drops of this. And this is the Super C Ferulic. This will never oxidize. Look at this. This is a beautiful clear color, and it will stay this color. This is not like other vitamin C serums that smell like hot dog water or they turn orange. None of that. This is a super duper potent vitamin C, but it's a different form of vitamin C. And the reason I use this one is because it doesn't burn my skin, it doesn't cause me acne, it doesn't cause irritation. Unfortunately, L-ascorbic vitamin C, it just, my skin doesn't like it unless it's in a lower concentration. But this is a high concentration, stabilized form of vitamin C, and I love this. And it gives your skin a really pretty glow. All right, and just putting on my Dermatology moisturizing sunscreen. I'm not gonna use my normal 9 pumps because I'm gonna layer, not mix, but layer other sunscreens. But I'm just really just using this for my moisturizer. So anyways, we're just doing a little quick 7 or 8 day cruise just to kind of recharge our batteries. If you've seen my other videos, we are helping out my husband's 93-year-old mother, and she's in like a assisted living now, or nursing home type facility. So they do, I mean, golly, they really take the pressure off of what we've had to do in the past. But when we're gone, she gets extremely lonely and depressed. So we try not to stay gone too long, but like every month, every 2 months, it's important for us just to get away, because we don't live there in Texas. We're just staying there temporarily, and we absolutely do not like it there. You know, doing what we have to do to make the rest of her life very enjoyable. And someday we'll live in Florida again. We had a condo on the beach, a little teeny one, not like some crazy huge one, but still it was on the beach, and we were very thankful. And so we used to live on the beach, and then we had like a country house in Central Florida, but we've sold everything because prior to his mom going in assisted living, just putting on my non-tinted Isden down my neck and chest, we had sold everything because my husband retired a captain at the fire department, and we were like, okay, let's sell it all. And we gave away almost everything, and then we just put, you know, like family photos and our mattress, and that was it. We gave away all the rest of our furniture and everything. So we just pretty much planned on traveling the world. We lived on cruise ships. Golly, at one time we lived on a cruise ship for like 6 or 7 months. We lived in South America for 5 months. I mean, we just were having a great old time. But then his mother, she did fall, broke her leg, then broke her other leg, then she had a little stroke, and then now she's in assisted living. So of course we put our plans on hold so that we can, you know, make sure that she has a great life. But like I said, if you've cared for anyone, you know what I'm talking about. It is super important to be able to get away and recharge your battery. So we just do kind of little getaways so that she doesn't go into depression. Just layering my Isden. This is probably my favorite sunscreen. This is the one that I use almost every day. I'm just layering some Isden over top of that. Now, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You could just put one sunscreen on and make sure you put enough on and call it a day. But if you know me, I'm obnoxious when it comes to sunscreen. And if you also have dealt with melasma, I'm 53, but I started getting melasma when I was 28. If you know anything about melasma, you know it is rude, and she doesn't care if you just put one layer of sunscreen on. I'm like, okay, melasma, I see you. I'm gonna put 20 layers of sunscreen on so that you can't complain today. We don't want any complaining from our melasma. All right, and now I'm gonna put more sunscreen on. And don't come for me in the comments because I already know. I'm leaving the comment right now. You are obnoxious when it comes to sunscreen, Sherry. There's your comment if that's what you wanted to say. I know I'm being obnoxious. This is another sunscreen, SPF 50, but it's like a highlighter. So I'm also highlighting any areas where the sun might try to touch my skin. And this is by the brand Naked Sundays. You could use this just in your makeup step as your highlighter, or use it all over as your sunscreen. It just gives the skin, it has a little tint to it also, so it kind of blurs out imperfections, but then it has just this nice sheen, a really nice pretty glow to it. You know what, I forgot to brush my teeth before I did all this. Normally I brush my teeth before I do my skincare, but let me brush my teeth real quick and then I'm going to show you the next step.
Almost done?
Oh, look who just showed up.
Let's roll.
Did you put your sunscreen on?
Yeah.
I will put more sunscreen on him when he's outside. He'll just think I'm massaging his face, but really I'll have globs of sunscreen on my hands. Okay, teeth are brushed, so let me put a little more sunscreen back over top of my lips. I don't know why I forgot to do that before my skincare, but anyways, it happens. Since my melasma is mainly around here and of course on my forehead, and then it's kind of started to spread just a smidgy right here, I'm using this one from Skin Better. I mean, this is to me ridiculously expensive, but do you see this like grayish kind of tint? It's super thick. It's an SPF 75. And I just like to layer a little extra right where my melasma is. Again, I'm not telling you that you need to do an obnoxious sunscreen routine like this, but this is just kind of what works for me. And my melasma, for the most part, doesn't darken from being out in the heat in the sun when I add a ton of sunscreen like this. All right, now if I were to wear makeup, this would be just like too heavy, too thick. But this makeup is my daily foundation, and this is the Naked Sundays Beauty Screen. I wear shade 2.5. This is my absolute favorite foundation ever, and I've never had a Holy Grail foundation ever until I discovered this. And I'm just putting like a light layer of it on, and since it's an SPF 50 all mineral, so really honestly you don't have to do all these other steps. If you're not going to be at a beach or at a pool, you could just do your regular sunscreen, or since I put enough of this on, 2 finger lengths, this is plenty. But since I'm blending this with a brush, then I'm kind of, a lot of it's going in the brush, so that wouldn't be enough. So make sure that you properly press it in on your skin. Just make sure you use the right amount. Again, you don't have to do all of these steps. Now, since my husband is waiting on me, I want this to dry down fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just set it with a little bit of my favorite powder. This is from the brand Well People. Ooh. This is their loose powder, and I love this. I'm not a huge fan of wearing powder on my face, but this is one of the only powders. I have a couple powders I like, but this is one of the only loose powders that I love because it's not like chalky and cakey, and it just will kind of lightly set down and take away the shine from a foundation or sunscreen. And also if you deal with sunscreen getting into your eyes from sweating or whatever, just kind of lightly powder around the eyes, and then that will kind of help set that sunscreen so that you don't have to worry about it getting into your eyes as easily. All right, I just kind of wiped off the sunscreen on my lips, and I'm not gonna do a full face of makeup, no mascara, none of that, but I always like to have something on my lips. So I'm gonna use my CL blush. This is an all mineral SPF 50 blush, and this is the shade Giselle that I'm gonna put on my lips as a lipstick. And I'm also gonna line my lips gently with my Wet n Wild lip liner stain. So I will film this video. That's gonna be one whole video. I'll film it in like a few different parts and pretty much just kind of show you some of the things that we do on a cruise. Tomorrow I have a date with my husband for dinner, so I can film for you how I do my hair, makeup, and all of that. So fast forward if you just want to see that. And then I'll take you to dinner with us, show you what we eat, and I'll even pop up some footage of what we're doing today at the beach. If there's anything exciting or interesting, I can pop that up as well, just to kind of take you along with us so that it's like we're hanging out on the cruise together. This Wet n Wild is in the shade Nude Tights, by the way. Now I'll just put a little of the shade Giselle on my lips. And my ultraviolet sunscreen lip gloss. This is an SPF 50 lip gloss. And this is what I'll keep with me today, and this is what I'll keep reapplying over top of my lips to make sure my lips don't get old and wrinkly and crinkly. And if I still have any spots or anything like I want to cover, maybe I have a pimple or something, this is my all-time favorite sunscreen compact that I just always have in my purse. This is like a concealer and a foundation all in one, and of course it's an all mineral SPF 50. This is by the brand of Ven, and again, I'll link every single thing that I'm talking about down below with discount codes as well. And I just take a little bit on the sponge. So say you have like a little dark spot or something you want to cover, or some hyperpigmentation, or you know, maybe you just don't feel comfortable going to the beach or the pool without makeup, or maybe you just want to skip your regular foundation and just use something quick like this. This really gives great coverage, and of course my melasma or any hyperpigmentation or spots, they can heal even faster because the UV is not getting on my skin while it's trying to heal. And I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead, or my 5 head. When I pull my hair back like that, it makes it look like a huge forehead. But I'll put a little here. Like I said, I'll keep a hat on the whole time when we're outside, but if you have melasma, in case you don't know, melasma does not like heat. So I still get more melasma even though I pretty much always wear a hat, because that heat can build up. Now there is something I shared in another video. You know those cooling towel things that like men wear around their neck, or if you're mowing the lawn, you just get a little water on them, snap them, and then they're cool. I got one of those, I cut it, and then I lay that, I'll get it damp, put it right here on my forehead if I'm gonna be outside for a long time, and it will really make a difference preventing that heat from building up. I'll try to link the one down below that I got, and it's this huge cloth. It's inexpensive, but I just cut strips off of it, and so it'll last me forever. And I know I said I'm not going to put on other makeup, but I just got these new CL blushes. This one is in the shade Blaze. I think this will be perfect for the fall. My favorite is called Chill. It's like a cool toned pink. It's really pretty. But this is a SPF 50 blush as well. So I'm kind of just using it to set what I've already done. And these are, I could close my eyes, dip in, and put these on. That's how amazing these are. You do not have to be a makeup artist to use these. These are so blurring. They have like this soft filter around the edges. You can't overdo it with these blushes. They're absolute perfection. And again, it's an SPF, actually they're not SPF 50. These are SPF 45. And I bought every single shade of these, so if you want to see all of them swatched on my skin and I apply them on my face, I will try to remember to pop a video up here if you want to check that out. All right, I'm going to throw on my swimsuit, my sundress, so that we can get out of here since he is waiting on me. He doesn't like to wait.
Come on!
You can hear him yelling. Of course, he's just joking. But I will pop up footage of what we're doing for the day, and then again, I'll just make this video a little longer, show you what we're doing over the next couple days. I'll take you out on our date with us tomorrow at dinner, how I do my hair, makeup, and all that good stuff. So I will see you shortly. All right, I have my swimsuit on and then this long sundress. I'll see if I can link these. This swimsuit is a DKNY. It is perfect if you are large chested, and it really keeps everything together. I wear a full piece. I'm not trying to do a bikini anymore at 53, but I love this sundress. It's a long maxi sundress. If I can find it, I'll link it. It's so pretty. It's I think it's Vince Camuto, that's what it is, I think. But final touches before I go out to the beach, I'm going to spray my face with, guess what, more sunscreen. This is from Naked Sundays. This is their SPF 50 Hydrating Glow Mist, and it has like the lightest mist. It's super fine, but if you want your skin to look nice and glowy, and if you want that extra sunscreen, this is perfection. And I just, like I said, I pulled my hair back just in a quick easy bun because I'm gonna put a hat on. For body sunscreen, this is all I brought with me, so this is what I'm gonna use all over my body. I got my cheap Amazon polarized sunglasses because I don't trust myself with my nice Maui gems out in the sand or the ocean. Sometimes I actually lost them the last trip that we were on, so usually I like to wear my super inexpensive ones, but these are polarized. I love polarized because not only it makes the colors of the water, trees, things like that look better, but if you don't want wrinkles around your eyes, it prevents me from squinting. And regular non-polarized, I still squint a little bit. So these, I never ever have to squint. And then my hat is super wrinkled because I guess I just didn't have it packed properly in my suitcase. But this hat, as you can see, melasma, like where is it? Melasma where? The UV is not going to touch my face other than the reflection from the water or the ground. I look like I'm in the witness protection program, but it works. Actually, this is the sun hat I'm going to wear, but then when I get to the beach, when it's too much sun, I'm gonna put that other wrinkled sun hat on. But this is my main one that I love. This is great for packing. This is a Wallaroo. I'll see if I can find this and link this as well, but it's super comfortable, and I got the larger band size so it's not too tight on my head, but I love this sun hat. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Otherwise, if you can't, I will just cut this part out and just put like some soft music while I'm showing you what we're doing. But we're just on the island. We're on Royal Caribbean, by the way. We're just on their little private island, and we just got lunch. Like I said, I am eating keto, where I eat high fat, moderate protein, very low carb. So let me just show you what I put on my plate. Now, I'm not gonna eat all this. I haven't had breakfast. Okay, so I just got a hot dog. I'm gonna take the bun off, and I put lots of mustard on it. And then I just got a hamburger underneath, 1 tomato, pickles, and onion. But then, as I was walking away, I saw that they had pork carnitas, so I got a little shredded pork and a little onion, and then I put a little sour cream, guacamole, some cilantro, cheese, a little bit of salsa, jalapenos, and of course some Cholula. And this is what my husband has, pretty much the same thing. So we really filled up our plates, but I'll show you. I don't eat this much, so I'll show you in the end what I actually ate. But you know, you could, if you're starting out keto, you actually could eat this much as long as you're just keeping the carbs to a very bare minimum. All right, this is all I ate off of this. I hate wasting, but I don't think this burger is real meat, to be honest. So I took 1 bite and couldn't eat it. Didn't eat the bun, of course. And then my hot dog literally had ice in the center. I think maybe they forgot to cook it. And I still have a little of my like toppings for the taco, so I just went back up and I just got the pork carnitas, just shredded pork and some onions. I put cilantro on it and a little guacamole, and I will eat the rest of the sour cream and hot sauce and all of that, but we're gonna skip the hot dog and hamburger for today. All right, so we thought we would film some at the beach, but we hear the thunder rolling in, and we lived in South Florida long enough so we know what that means. Run for your life. We are back from the beach. I'm talking kind of quiet. I hope you guys can hear me because my husband is taking a little nap. He naps like every single day. He has ever since I've known him. Do you guys take naps? I'm not a good napper. I like to just get good sleep at night and not nap during the day, but he does his 20 minutes every day, and then he's good to go. So let me just show you what I'm going to use in the shower, especially to get all of this salt water and stuff out of my hair. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of this Briogeo. This is the Scalp Revival. It's like a rosemary scalp oil. My roots are starting to grow in. I feel like my hair, my scalp, everything's just been really dry on this cruise ship. And a couple days ago when I did my hair, I did use a curling iron, and I don't know, I feel like it got really dry. So I just put a little bit of this on my scalp. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit on my roots for, I don't know, like 30 minutes, and then I'll jump in the shower, and I'm going to use, I just brought a little sample of this K18. It's one of their detox shampoos. I do like it. For my second shampoo, I'm just gonna use this little sample that I have of the Pureology Strength Cure. This one smells so good. And then I'm gonna do a deep conditioner because my hair is feeling dry. I'm gonna use this one from Pantene. This is their Miracle Rescue. I love this deep conditioning hair mask. And since I have like 800 layers of sunscreen on, I'm gonna do a double cleanse with my all-time favorite DHC Deep Cleansing Oil to get off all of this thick layer of sunscreen, and then I'm just gonna cleanse my face with my favorite little CeraVe. Okay, I just got out of the shower. You guys, if you want like the softest hair ever, you have to try this mask. It's super inexpensive. It's the Pantene Miracle Rescue, but if you use like a detox or like a volume type shampoo first, it'll help kind of strip, not really strip, but like get rid of any things that are just leaving buildup on your hair. So I used a little bit of that K18, that little sample, but I like detox shampoo from Kristen S or the Way one. Also the Pantene Volume and Body is really good to help kind of get rid of any buildup. And then you put on this really amazing thick rich hair mask, leave it on like 5-10 minutes. Your hair's gonna be so soft. All right, and my face, I feel like it's super hot because I did take a hot shower. I probably shouldn't, but I love hot showers. But if you have melasma, you will know that melasma isn't only triggered from the sun, it's also triggered from the heat. So if you ever blow dry your hair, or you do hot yoga, or you take a hot shower and you're like, oh my gosh, my melasma is starting to get darker, melasma does not like the heat. So I'm just trying to cool it down a little bit with my Avent thermal spring water. It's just like a nice, oh, it feels so good. It's like a cold, sterile, mineral spring water. This is really good if you have hot flashes. Also, you don't have to spray this much on, but if you put like a little mist of it and then use like your little fan, it is perfection for that. But I just like to put a lot on and then just kind of cool my face off, and it will really help calm down that melasma so those melanocytes don't go crazy and make my face super, super pigmented. And then I'm just going to do my same skincare again. My Medigate Oxy R Peptide Serum, my Medigate Super C Ferulic, and then for extra hydration, I will mist my face again with the water, and then I'm going to use some of The Ordinary. This is their Alpha Arbutin Hyaluronic Acid Serum, and then I'm just going to put on my Dermatology Tinted Sunscreen. Let me just put a little bit of my leave-in conditioner in my hair and some hair oil. I'm going to run that through the ends, and then I'm going to blow dry my hair. And all I do for a blow dry, I just do like a rough blow dry quickly, and then I will blow dry it in sections. If you want to see exactly how I do like my own at-home blowout instead of spending money at the salon, I'll make sure I pop a video down below or look right up at the top, and I'll try to remember to pop that up. And then I'm just going to get ready and I'll see you shortly. All right, so my hair has been blow dried. I just put it in these little rollers just to kind of let it set, but I'm just using the light here in the room, so I'll show you what my makeup looks like. I'll go out on the balcony and show you in natural lighting. Okay, I was getting too sweaty out there, so I just did my makeup. I don't want to mess it up. I'll take out my hair. All right, I just put a robe on because I just had on that little nightgown, and I want to back up and I want to make sure I don't show too much on camera. All right, so without even brushing it, this is what it looks like. And I have a little bit of, you know what, let me just show you what I do. I have a little bit of my gray roots peeking through, so I'll just use a little bit of my Color Wow. This is just basically a brown eyeshadow, and this will just kind of fill in those little spots where my part is, and this way you won't be able to see all the gray. There, now you don't see the gray roots peeking through. And then I'm just gonna put 2 little drops of my Olaplex on. I already used this on damp hair, and then now I just put it on dry hair just to kind of smooth the ends. And I don't like my hair to be like curly, so it also kind of helps, you know, relax the curls a little bit. I just got out my cell phone because I feel like my camera, I need to take it off of auto because it's kind of like blurring out my face too much, making it too pale. So my camera, this is what my skin actually looks like. My hair's done. Of course I throw on my sunglasses. I still have my robe on. I will finally put clothes on. But I just wanted you to see my makeup, my hair. Sorry it's so wobbly. It's hard to hold a phone and show you stuff at the same time, but that's my makeup look for today. The same pretty much basic makeup look that I do almost every single day. I thought I would take you into their little shops here on the cruise. They have all different types of things, cute little purses, clothes. They also have a cosmetics store that I'll take you into. And this is just what some of the clothing looks like. I've actually never bought anything. I just bring my own stuff, but I suppose if you lost your luggage or needed a little dress, that would come in handy. And then these are all the different little purses. Usually they have little discounts, and you don't pay taxes on it. They also have the high-end Chanel, Louis Vuitton also. And I thought this little purse was really cute. Look how cute this is. I'd probably never buy it, but it's still cute. Let's take a little walk over to the perfume store. This is my favorite Chanel, not the purple one. I don't like that new purple one, but this one right here, this is the green one. Let me find it. Here it is. The Chanel, the Chance, the Eau Fresh. It's the green one. This one right here, this is men's, but my brother just bought it and he had me go smell it. Oh, this is so good if you need to get a guy a present, but I even liked it on myself. And then this is just some of the different makeup that they have. I don't even think I've ever bought any makeup in here before. They have high-end And they also have some much more affordable stuff as well. But if you didn't feel like packing makeup and skincare, you could probably just buy it all when you get on the ship. All right, lighting is terrible in this room right now, but we're just putting our finishing touches on going out for a little date with my husband. A little bit of my favorite fragrance from Chanel. It's like a perfume lotion. And this is the green one, the Chanel Chance Eau Fresh, I think is how you say it. I'm also using a little bit of my husband's favorite fragrance on me. This is my other favorite, the Chanel Chance, the Eau Tundra. A little bit more of my favorite CL blush, because you can never have too much blush. And a little of my favorite lip plumper. And I'll try to find better lighting because this lighting right now in the room is terrible. Oh, and what we're wearing, Amazon, this was somewhere in Italy, just a little shawl sweater. TJ Maxx, TJ Maxx. As you can tell, we're not into fashion. I'll try to find better lighting so that you can see my makeup and hair, but let's go to dinner.
Can I take you on a date?
Of course you can. Okay, let's go.